Welcome to Staying Present Under Pressure. This week's practice explores a pattern many thoughtful people notice during stress. When tension appears, they try to control themselves, stay calm, choose the right words, manage their reactions. But the harder they try to control the moment, the more their nervous system reacts. Words disappear, the body tightens, or they leave the moment completely. And then later, when everything settles, you suddenly know exactly what you wanted to say. Because when the pressure passes, clarity returns. And today we're exploring why that happens, why self-control often fails under stress, and what the nervous system actually needs instead. Many of us were taught that feeling better required effort. Try harder, control your reactions, stay composed. So when stress appears, we instinctively reach for control. But the nervous system doesn't become steady through control. It becomes steady through coherence. And coherence is what happens when the breath, the body, and the attention all together are allowed to be here together. Nothing needs to synchronize and nothing needs to be fixed. Because when the nervous system senses even a small amount of safety, it's going to naturally begin to organize itself. The breath settles. Attention returns to the present moment. The body softens without being forced. And this is why simple moments of contact can regulate the system more effectively than complicated techniques. Feeling your feet on the ground, letting your eyes orient to the room, allowing one natural breath instead of trying to change it. These moments, they're small, but they invite the nervous system back into coherence. Embodied spirituality is not about mastering yourself. It's about allowing the body's natural organizing intelligence to return when it feels safe enough. Sometimes the shift is not doing more. It is releasing the effort that keeps interrupting what the body already knows how to do. This channel explores how to build that kind of steadiness so your presence can remain even when pressure appears. So for this week, this short practice is super simple. The next time stress appears, notice the moment when you begin trying to control yourself, trying to calm down, trying to say the right thing, trying to manage the moment. Instead of tightening around the experience, pause. Let your eyes orient to where you are. Notice the surface supporting your body. Allow one natural breath. Doing this may seem like it's, going to take a while, or somebody else is, if you're in a conversation with somebody, they're going to notice, but no, it takes seconds for you to just orient where you are and build contact. Nothing needs to change, just allow the breath, the body, and attention to be here together. Because this is how coherence begins, not through effort, but through contact. Steadiness doesn't come from controlling yourself perfectly. It grows when the nervous system learns that it doesn't have to fight the moment in order to stay. Small moments of coherence teach the body something new. It teaches it so that it can remain even when pressure appears. And that's learning that happens gradually through practice. So this week, just notice when control begins and experiment with allowing coherence instead. Because your nervous system already knows how to organize itself. Sometimes the most supportive thing we can do is just stop interrupting it. And if this is a pattern that you recognize, this channel is here to help you build the capacity to stay present when pressure appears. So here's a small ritual of coherence returning. So just take a moment to notice your body, not to change it, just to acknowledge that it's here. Notice your breath and just let it move naturally. Notice your attention, where it rests, how it moves. Now, allow your body, your breath, and your attention to simply be here together. Nothing needs to synchronize. Nothing needs to be adjusted. And if your mind begins trying to manage the moment, just let that effort soften. Because you're not creating coherence, you're allowing it to come through. So just take a moment to notice what feels different now. Not to evaluate it, just to notice. Maybe your breath feels slower, or your attention has settled. Or maybe nothing feels different at all, and all of those are valid experiences. What matters is that your nervous system had a moment of contact. And small moments like this are how the nervous system learns steadiness, not through force, but through repetition. If you're building the capacity to stay present under pressure, this is going to help you. Coherence often begins with moments this small. So just remain here for a few breaths. That's enough.